Good smartphones don't have to cost a kidney. With some smartphones going up to the price of a high-end gaming PC, it's that the price that we need to pay for a good smartphone? The answer is absolutely not, and I have the proof. Right here is the Mi 5X, a phone that has good specs and even better performance compared to phones that are 5 times its price. My name is Tarvin from KLGadgetTV, and this is my review of the Mi 5X. Before that, we would like to give a big shout out to the guys over at GearBest for providing this phone for our review. So once again, a big thank you to GearBest, and with that, let's get on with the review.
The Mi 5X has by far the best design that Xiaomi has ever produced on their phones. The sleek aluminium body has a nice smooth feel, and at the same time, it does not feel like it might just slide out of your hand and shatter all over the floor. The nice curved edges are crafted perfectly, making it easy to grip and use the phone with comfort even when using it with one hand. Overall, the look of the phone gives a very premium feel, and sometimes when I take it out, I get a lot of comments that the phone looks a bit like the iPhone's back, but whether that's a compliment or not really depends on you. But if you're picking up this phone, you can at least expect to be getting a solid build quality with gorgeous design to complement it. Being pretty on the outside is one thing, but just because it has a pretty face does not mean that the inside has been forgotten, because Xiaomi has done an excellent job with the specs, and it comes with a very decent mid-range Snapdragon processor alongside RAM and battery capacity that will definitely show the reason it can be considered one of the best budget phones out there. That does not stop there, as it also shows when navigating the phone. For the past 2 weeks of using the phone, I found almost no slowdowns or lags when opening apps, overall making it for a very enjoyable experience throughout my time using the phone.
Now, I've not been a big fan of the MIUI ever since I used the Mi 3 a few years back, but now I find myself getting more used to the UI thanks to the upgrades they have done over time.
Even if I'm a fan of the stock Android experience, the MIUI 8.5 on the phone is now very simple to navigate, and something that I really like is the settings menu, as it really feels like they took some notes from the stock interface settings page and applied it here. It is not confusing or frustrating to look for a particular setting, and most of the functions are not hidden away deep within the page. Adding to that, I was surprised, but I actually found myself using the Mi Remote app a lot. I love the fact that my phone can be used as a conventional remote control, and honestly, I wish more phones adopt this feature, because our phones are always with us, but remote controls always seem to go missing no matter how well you keep it.
At least I know I can switch on my TV and my air conditioner without turning my room upside down looking for the remote to these devices.
For a budget phone, you would expect the camera to be just subpar, but again, Xiaomi did not drop the ball because the dual 12-megapixel camera on the back takes pretty great shots. Even in low lights, there is not much issues, as it still produces a nice amount of detail as long as you have a light source nearby. Day shots, however, come out really nice. Pictures that I've taken look pleasing to look at, and it seems to capture colors really nicely, and is also good when picking up details, as you can see with the wooden bench. So I'm pretty impressed with the quality of detail in the pictures. The phone does have a portrait mode which will give you the bokeh effect. However, some people have complained that the bokeh effect does not look very nice on the phone. But for a casual picture taker like me, I still think that the bokeh effect is pretty decent. It is even decent enough to be your next Facebook profile picture. If the subject is in the distance or you want to get a close-up of the subject, simply tap on the zoom button that will activate the 2x optical zoom. Because it's an optical zoom rather than a digital zoom, there is no loss in qualities when taking pictures. In fact, it is much easier to capture more details on the subject's features. With the 2x optical zoom, some of you might be a little bit more conscious of your complexion, which is why Xiaomi has included a beautifying effect in which you can tweak, giving you the option to use the smart feature which will automatically set the amount of beautifying based on low, medium or high preference, or go to the manual mode which you can choose to slim down your face, change your skin tone and smoothness of your skin. Now I know some people will definitely use this feature, but no matter how I play with the settings, my portrait come out making my skin look really plastic. The effect is just too obvious for my liking, and it makes it look eerie and inhuman when the feature is turned on. But those of you that like to use the beautifying effect will be happy to know that the Pro mode really allows you to fine-tune your selfies, particularly to your liking. With all the performance and features packed into this phone, you would expect that the battery might have a hard time keeping up with all of this. But in fact, the battery life is very good, as I can get 1.5 days of use based on my daily usage of messaging, music listening, browsing the internet and watching videos.
Times where I use the phone less than usual, I can see myself using the phone for about 2 days, just as long as you stay calm when you see that 20% battery warning as soon as you get home from work.
Overall, the 5X is one of the best budget phones that I've ever tried, so much so that it feels like you're getting a 2000 ringgit device for the price of only 950 ringgit, which the X5 cost. Xiaomi has also produced the Mi A1, which is basically the 5X running on pure stock Android. So if you do not like the MIUI skin that comes with 5X, you can easily opt for the A1, which is the exact same specs but running on stock Android.
If you are looking to pick up the 5X, you can head over to GearBest as they do ship to Malaysia, and they have the option to convert the currencies there to ringgits. So you don't have to open up the converter every time you see something that catches your eye. The links will be in the description below, and with that, my name is Tarvin and I'll see you soon.